What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special video. So I'm actually in the process of editing the vlog that you will see later this week, and I noticed there's a lot of videos that we never uploaded. So I wanted to make a compilation of some of the TLEV outtakes. So these are videos that for sake of time, we never published, or we were set to do something and it didn't happen, or simply, in the case of one of these videos, we made a speculation, and before we could edit and publish the video, well, the speculation was debunked. But I figured that all of you would like to see where we've been for the past 2 years, almost 3 now, and without further ado, I hope you enjoy this compilation video. So this particular video was supposed to come out right after our rumored lineup video, but as that became one of our more controversial videos, we decided to take a little bit of a break from YouTube. Well, not much has been said about this property, so the speculation is still good. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another HHN speculation for 2018. It is crazy. It is speculation season. It has started, people. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the tweets. I know these tweets are a little old, right? And that's why we're not gonna go over a single tweet from the Q&A that John Murray did like 3 weeks ago. This is supposed to be one that's in specific to some of our previous speculations, which is about the leaked lineup for 2018. Particularly about the scare zones. So, a few of the tweets, like we even asked John Murray if he was interested in doing code names again. He said he was debating, but we know he's doing it because Terror in the Aisle. If you haven't seen that, make sure to click the icon right there.
The icon.
The icon. Right there. And it has the playlist for all of our HHN 2018 speculations. This is something that was asked by Andre Sepulveda. Are all Scare Zones original themed this year? Again, for those of you who didn't go to HHN 2017, we had 3 that were original. It was Urban Inferno, Toxic Tunnel, and Halloween. Funny, you should ask. Had a meeting on that topic today. Most will, but one might be themed to a property. At least at this stage, things could change.
The Purge!
The Purge again.
I'm calling it. I'm
so
it's the Purge
of the Purge. Okay, so
I love me a good Purge.
Around the same time that John Murray tweeted this out, the first Purge, which will be a movie that comes out this year,
The Purging,
released their poster, which is this.
Ooh, controversial.
Now my thinking is that the Purge is running out of ideas.
Y'all already know, your boy loves a good Purge.
But it's like, this is gonna become The Walking Dead. Is there gonna be now an all-day Purge attraction?
Oh, dude, that'd be hype. That'd be hype. It'd be better than The Walking Dead.
No, that's what we said about The Walking Dead.
Yeah, but The Walking Dead's trash.
It is.
Alright? Because zombies can't do anything other than...
Yeah,
at least the Purge people can be like, hey, what's poppin', my bro?
That's true. For sure, one of the scare zones is going to be the Purge.
No, that's it for sure.
I'm calling. You called it.
But I'm calling it that it's gonna be Purge.
It's just, what else would it be?
Yasni? My brother.
It's just, why? The Purge. The Purge.
The Purge. Oh, the Purge.
Oh. The Purge. Now, back in December of 2016, not much footage was being put on YouTube for the TLEV channel, and this was one of my attempts. I was actually overseas with family, and well, we were going to the catacombs. Well, at least we thought we were going to, until we realized that it was way too crowded and way too booked. Well, originally this video was going to be all about the catacombs, and since I didn't go, well, I couldn't really make the video. Hello, Josue! Yes, it is me. I am here to create a video for you. You know, it feels really weird to create a video on this channel without you, but you know, the fact that, as you can tell from here, I am not currently at my house. I am actually in Paris, visiting family for the holiday, and of course I wanted to document this experience for you. and especially with what I've got in store for this video. So 2 years ago, we saw this horror film called As Above, So Below. Now, it scored a 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb and a 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. And you and I both agree that that movie was not the best horror film to come out of Universal Studios. But there was one message that we actually liked from that movie, and it was all about the catacombs of Paris. And we always talked about how we would actually do the catacombs. Well, my friend, I'm getting tired of waiting. And since I'm here in Paris, why don't I do the catacombs? So before I actually go there, I want to let you know a little bit about the history and why the catacombs even exist. In the movie, they depict the catacombs as something of horror, something of mystery. But that's not actually how it is. The catacombs themselves were actually created in 1738, but it was because of the reign of terror at the end of the 18th century that it was actually becoming of use. The largest cemetery of Paris, Les Innocents, was slowly yet surely piling up with dead bodies. And when the guillotine started to become more of a means to an end rather than for just reasons, those bodies were starting to pile a lot more rapid. These mines that were used underground, which would eventually become the catacombs, it was under the idea of Macmillan de Robespierre that they actually became the new cemetery. As the movie depicts, there are skeletons everywhere. The walls themselves were built from the skulls of the dead. It is estimated that there are 6 million corpses in the catacombs of Paris. And of course, that was just the perfect idea to create a horror story. But that's not just where it ends. In World War II, the French resistance actually used the tunnels of the catacomb to transport from one part of the city to the other without the Nazis knowing. But of course, this movie is not the only exception to the idea of creating something horrifying from this place that was just meant as a underground cemetery. Airbnb actually had a 350,000 euro prize in 2014, almost as a publicity stunt, for the movie and for their company. And the only way to win the prize was to spend an entire night in the catacombs. And honestly, I think you and I could have done that easily. There are a lot of famous figures actually buried in the catacombs. Of course, historians don't know which famous figures other than the ones that were documented because they're all skeletons right now. And well, kind of scary if they were preserved. That I would find more scary. But of all the figures, I find the most ironic is to be Maximilien Robespierre, who was the leader in the French Revolution and of the Reign of Terror, who actually used the guillotine more than anyone in history. Robespierre would use it on anyone that had some association with the top of the class, with royalty. What I find the most unique about this story is that my family actually has some connection to the catacombs. Robespierre would use the guillotine on anyone associated with the royal family. And this did not just mean King Louis XIV. This was anyone. And of course, as you know, my mom's last name, de France, which means of France, and that was a title of nobility. You know what? I've given too much history in my bedroom. I'm gonna give a little more history in the catacombs.
This is really more of a throwback, as this was our speculation on if the Dark Universe was going to be successful or not. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. So it's kind of a lot of fun for us to look at this video and see how right we were in being skeptical of this ever being successful. Well, take a little look at our Dark Universe video.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world? It's your boys. We back for another video for your beautiful faces.
That's right. Recently, as in last week,
Oh, girl.
we had quite the announcement that came out of left field. Now it might make us eat our words in the future, but we're gonna talk a little bit about what was just announced. The Dark Universe. That's
Dun, dun, dun.
That's right. The Universal Studios monsters are getting a facelift. And they are coming back better than ever? We don't know. We're very skeptic.
So, in case you guys haven't heard, like Thomas said, Dark Universe is Universal Studios' own universe. Look what you did, Marvel. Look what you did. And they're bringing back all their classic Universal monsters into this universe, and they're all going to tie in together somehow in some way.
Welcome to the world of gods and monsters. At least that's what
Jurassic Park.
It's Jurassic Park. No, so we don't really know much as of this moment. We know that there's Russell Crowe who's going to be playing Dr. Jackal. And I'm excited for that because I'm hoping that we will see a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde movie in this future timeline of whatever the Dark Universe is. So far we know, so it's Dr. Jekyll. We know that the Invisible Man, who's going to be played by Johnny Depp.
No, we know that Johnny Depp's in the Invisible Man. It hasn't been confirmed that Johnny Depp's going to be the Invisible Man.
Oh, what? I'm going to look at this. I have my notes up here. Let's look at all this crap.
Yeah, look at the website. It says Johnny Depp is in the Invisible Man. The Dark Universe is essentially Universal's classic monsters coming into their own universe. So essentially we're going to see all these monsters come together. And Universal has released 2 pictures and a teaser trailer, which I believe the trailer will link down below.
Sure.
The icon for their Dark Universe will pop up on screen. And the second picture that they released is the cast, which I'm assuming is going to be added to, but as for now, the cast for the Dark Universe picture right there. So yeah, let's talk.
So what we know so far is that this Mummy movie, which we will admit that we are being incredibly skeptical about, we're not sure that Tom Cruise has it to be in a Mummy movie. We got Dr. Jekyll, who's in charge of this organization that's not called S.H.I.E.L.D., but it's called
Prodigium. It's an organization that Russell Crowe, he runs it, and through it we're gonna meet all the other Universal classic monsters. I don't know how or...
Well, the whole mission statement of the organization is that they have to go out and... It almost reminds me of Van Helsing because they have to go and make sure that the bad monsters are taken care of and that the good monsters are like enlisted for them to take like
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, they're S.H.I.E.L.D. They're S.H.I.E.L.D. It's the Sokovia Accords of monsters. So what we know, who are the monsters? Well, we know that Johnny Depp is going to be playing the Invisible Man and that Javier Bardem is going to be Frankenstein's monster. Who else do we know?
We know that, well, we now know that Sophia Boutellea, Sophia, I'm sorry I'm butchering your name, is the Mummy. Tom Cruise plays a guy, Nick Morton is his name. Nick Morton, and
then Russell Crowe is Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah.
But what's interesting, which I think is very, very interesting, this is setting up this universe. But we're not getting the second movie for this Dark Universe until February 13th, 2019. And it's interesting because that's going to be the bride of Frankenstein. So we know who Frankenstein's monster is, but we don't know who the bride is yet.
And they were also rumored to also including the Wolfman's going to be coming. There's also rumored to be the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
So... this cast is just what they have so far. There will be more actors, probably more blockbuster guys and girls, people, male people added to this universe.
And so I also think that a lot of, or we're speculating, is coming off of the teaser trailer that they released, where it's the Universal Studio monsters, and they showed the specific monsters that we know are going to show up. We see Frankenstein's monster. We see the Mummy. We also see Dracula. We also see Creature from the Black Lagoon. We also see Wolfman.
And you actually brought up a great topic to discuss. A lot of you are probably gonna, write down, oh well, Dracula Untold is also a Universal picture that came out a few years ago. That is actually not a part of Dark Universe. I'm sorry for all you Luke Evans fans out there. He is not Dark Universe's Dracula. So we'll see who plays our Dracula.
Yeah. Why don't we say, okay, I will say personally that I'm still skeptical about this. I mean, it sounds like a great idea. What they have, the little information that they have said, it's very, very, seems true to the original art. I mean, Danny Elfman, who does a lot of, he did Michael Keaton's Batman, he does a lot of Tim Burton films, he's going to be creating like the overall score for the Dark Universe. I think that's great, but I'm still very skeptical about.
And I think that's the thing, is that Universal decided to start off what sounds like a great idea with such a weak movie. And I'm not calling The Mummy weak, I'm just saying not a lot of people
are interested
in Tom Cruise. I feel like he's hit his peak and now he's kind of...
Yeah. And it's also, I think also, having The Mummy, at least how it's advertised, we don't even know who really is the Mummy.
It's true.
We know that we think it's the Sophia.
Yeah, we know that Sophia Boutella has the abilities and powers of the Mummy, and she was in the sarcophagus, yes. But the trailer also wants us to think that she turned Tom Cruise into like a mummy ability type person. So, what's going on there? Are we gonna have two mummies? Is it Mummy and the Bride of the Mummy?
There we go.
I don't know.
Everybody's hooking up.
Wolf Mummy.
The Bride of Wolfman, Wolf Woman. That would be cool.
The she creature from the Black Lagoon.
So, I mean, with all this, I'm skeptical. I think we're gonna have to go see this movie.
Oh, I'm for sure
for the Mummy. I think we'll just have to see it. So look forward to that movie review. We'll also we'll pull back this Dark Universe, how we feel about the Dark Universe after we've seen the setup film. And yeah, okay.
I'm totally excited for this. I think, like I said, Universal picked a really weird movie to start this off with. But I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. Yeah, I think good idea, Universal. Just don't... You're treading on thin ice. Be careful.
Yeah. And there you have it. That was our assessment, our analysis of what the Dark Universe is going to be. Of course, we are going to update after the Mummy movie comes out. Maybe before, if we get even more information, like who the heck the Bride of Frankenstein is going to be.
It's Tom Cruise.
It's probably it's Tom Cruise. There we go. But before then, make sure to follow us at TLE Tweets on Twitter.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at TLE Pics.
And also subscribe, hit that bell to be notified on all of our uploads. And finally, I'm Thomas.
I'm Josue.
We your boys.
And we out.